Fam, what's good? What's good? It's Lee for Lee Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. Yo, quick question and a very quick video. I want to talk about how important energy balance is, okay? So I'm going to pose this question to you. Where do you live? Okay? And yes, that is the question. I'm asking you, where do you live? Okay? Because that's a very important question. When you ask the average person, where do they live at? They'll tell you, oh, I live at 1437 Benning Road, right? When you look at reality like that, that's where you live at. You are a person who bases their entire reality off everything that you see and hear, okay? Meaning you have no knowledge of your internal self, okay? You have no knowledge of your internal self. All you know is you live at 1437 Benning Road. That's all you know, okay? This is one of the dangers of the world and reality and why people are going through such traumatic times, okay? If you are a person that lives strictly off everything you see and everything that you hear, everything that you see and everything that you hear, you cannot control none of those things. None of those things are yours. So how you can't control any of those things? It's just things that you see and things that you hear. So how can you use those same things that you see and hear, all of the things that you can't control, to use as a guideline to live? How can you do that? Because if you're using things that are not in your control, that means these things become unpredictable because someone else is controlling them. So I pose the question, where do you live? Because if you live at 1437 Benning Road, okay, you are basically a homeless person. Because where you live is not a physical thing. And that's what people don't understand. The body is a physical. The body is just nothing but a physical cover of who you are. You're not the body. That's another thing we need to talk about. We think we are our physical body. The physical body is just the cover. It's like the car, but it's the engine that is the reality. And none of us, we are so out of touch with who we are internally that all we can do is react to unexpected things in the world every day. That's all we can do. Because we have no idea or no control over what's going on. Because all we do is live by what we see and hear. That's all we do. You can't live by what you see and hear. You have to understand that you live within yourself. That's where you live. You live within yourself. And until you understand that part of where you live, you're basically a homeless person, wandering around, looking and hearing everything, and you don't live nowhere. You don't live nowhere. And that's real talk. You must understand who you are and where you live within yourself. Because that's the only thing that you can control on this planet. That's it. You cannot control anything else. You can't. You only can control where you live. That's it. So, guys, birth natal charts are free. We're going to have a very interesting 2021. Guys, I want you guys to be aware of, I know a lot of people are excited about the age of Aquarius, okay? But what we must understand is before we can get to the the Holy Land, the old structures must be torn down, okay? So before we see the harmony of Aquarius, we're going to see the negative side of Aquarius. And I told you guys where it's going to be. We're going to start forming separate communities, okay? And what I mean by that is this COVID-19 vaccine thing is going to be a very, very, very violent topic, okay? because you're going to have half the country who wants to get vaccinated and the other half who don't. You're going to have nightclubs, bars, owners, everybody opening up, and some clubs are going to allow you to come in without a mask, and some clubs are. Prepare yourself for it, because it's coming. All right? It's coming. And we're going to have to go through all of that before we get to the promise. So I'm just giving you guys the heads up. We are about to form separate communities. Aquarius represents humanitarianism communities. Even if we have to separate and we do our own club and you do your own club, that's what's coming. I'm telling y'all what's coming. So you can go to Fast Eddie's or any of these spots. If you live in the DC area, they might not, care if you don't have a mask on. But then you go to Tacoma Station and they be like, can't come in here with a mask on, without a mask. That's how it's going to be. I'm telling y'all. Hit me up once it happens, because I'll be waiting on y'all, because I already done put out a lot of videos. If you haven't seen my Age of Aquarius Part 1, Part 2, check that out. All that's coming, and I'm giving y'all the heads up. There's going to be turmoil before harmony, okay? And it's going to be the American people saying we ain't dealing with these restrictions no more, being broke and all of that. And you only gave a $600 stimulus check? Come on, y'all. It's about to blow. So, guys, all the information is going to be in the video below. If you're on YouTube or Instagram, above. If it's on Facebook. All right? One love.